Yo, what's up, everyone? I'm Glan. I'm here to run all dungeons swordless as just announced. So this is a really, really glitchy run. So I mean, we'll get into it soon. But here to explain with me what's going on are my two commentators. You can introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm chexhuman.
And I'm Twin.
All right. So we're ready to go.
Ready to go?
All right. Countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we're just gonna get into this here. So again, this is all dungeons swordless. So what that means is we're gonna beat all the dungeons of the game, get all the pendants and crystals, beat both Aghanim fights, and beat the game. And we're not gonna collect a sword the entire time. So that's gonna have a few complications. We're gonna have to do some more difficult boss fights and combat in general, and we're also gonna have to do some really much weirder glitch setups than we normally do in other categories. So right off the bat here, we're going to grab the lamp. This is important because normally the first thing you'd do in this game is you'd go up, you'd see your uncle who got hurt in the tunnel trying to save Hyrule and get the sword from him. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to leave him there.
Glan is taking advantage of diagonal walls in this game to clip out of bounds, and he gets the funny auto walk thing.
Yeah. So yeah, we're not going to go see Uncle. We're going to go to the Eastern Palace first. There's a bow in Eastern Palace, which isn't a sword, but it does fight things, does kill enemies, so that's where we're going to need to go first. We're just going to do a few clips to get in here. This one, I mean, isn't actually necessary, it just saves a little bit of time. This is called a citrus clip. Let's just get on the wall here, and we can jump around the screen. We're at the top of the screen and into Eastern Palace.
Nice clip. It's helpful to minimize gameplay, and it's okay to be pause buffering because we receive a message from Zelda every minute, and we want to go fast, and we want to beat these cycles if we can.
But can't we can't pause right now, right?
We were able to use select in the overworld, but it's
Okay.
true, we can't use select in the dungeons yet.
Yeah, so this game kind of operates with like 4 states of progression. There's like at the beginning of the game, there's after you see your uncle in the tunnel, and then there's after you rescue Zelda and after you beat the first Aghanim fight. So we're going to be doing a fair bit of the game in that first state, which has a few interesting things. At the start of the game, you're given an invisible follower who pops up the Zelda text every so often. She thinks that we should go to the castle dungeon, but I don't know. I have a different way of viewing things.
She's not going anywhere.
Personally.
She can wait.
But one complication of this as well is that you can't save until you visit your uncle. So the first few minutes of this run, I won't be able to save, which means I have to be a little careful to not mess up. Okay, nice.
Luckily, there's a heart in this room. We do want full hearts here because one staple of A Link to the Past speedrunning is the anti-fairy skip coming up, and we have to take intentional damage.
Yeah, ideally just a heart and a half.
And we can hear Glan pumping along the catwalk to save frames.
We got to save those frames where we can.
That's right.
Yeah, so you're supposed to kill all the enemies in that room. That makes the anti-fairies move, but you can just get iframes and then pick up the pot, and it works fine. Do that in every category. Neat little trick.
Yeah, honestly, Eastern isn't that different in this category. Like you mentioned, we have to take a couple of extra damage boosts because we don't have a weapon. And then there's a room coming up that we have to only use the bow, and it's a little bit more complicated.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, we could probably fit in a couple donations, actually, while we're going through Eastern.
Well, I would love to give you a huge donation. $1,000 from Ballistic.
Woohoo!
Wow. A Link to the Past is my all-time favorite game. Reverse Boss Order left me mesmerized the first time I saw it. So excited for the upcoming Swordless run. Go Glan! And I also have a $75 donation from Jokuro, who says, "Hey, listen, I will not be saying that too often, don't worry.
Thank you.
So we're coming up on the first boss fight here, which is the Armos Knights. We're gonna do a little trick in fighting them here, which is normally once you defeat 5 of them, the last one becomes red and regains all its health. But by hitting it down to just 1 arrow left of health and then killing it quickly, it won't do that. Now I'm gonna wait just a bit to pick up this pendant. If the Zelda text pops up during the cutscene, you soft block, you have to reset the entire run. So I'm just gonna be safe here and wait. Yeah, there it is. It would have come up.
Glan found a new way that this Zelda text can interrupt our gameplay yesterday.
Yeah, I'm all practicing. Probably it won't happen again. I hope. All right, and yeah, before grabbing it, I used the lamp a couple times there. That sets up some memory for a trick later. We'll talk about that more when we get there. Just, that wasn't random. But now that we got the green pendant, the Pendant of Courage, we're gonna go talk to Sahasrahla, who we definitely met before. And he's gonna give us the Pegasus Boots. Pegasus Boots will let us go fast. They'll be really useful for a lot of glitch setups, just generally a very important item in the game. We got a lot of text to mash.
We're also going to grab the rupees out of Grandpa's closet here. We're just going to collect a couple of years back payments for birthday money, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, whose grandpa doesn't have explosives?
Yeah, we're gonna grab some bombs. And if you've ever seen any Zelda speedrun before, you probably know that bombs are incredibly broken. So it's not any different in this game. Turns out allowing yourself to take damage anywhere you want is pretty good. So now that we got the bow and everything, we're gonna finally go into the castle to rescue Zelda. But you know, we're still not gonna go in the normal way. That's a little too mainstream. We're actually gonna go in through the stream instead, you know.
There's a boots clip coming up to help Glan get through this diagonal wall, and he doesn't have the ability to punch at this point, which we normally get from Uncle. So he has to turn up and down, left and up to get past that.
So we're gonna do a swim clip here. So by kind of swimming into the slope in the right way, you'll be able to kind of clip through it while still swimming.
But how
Oh, I
are we
got it.
swimming? We don't have any flippers.
Oh yeah, that's true. We did a little fake flippers. You just swim into the transition and then it despawns the splash, which, yeah. Just doing a little swim up to Hyrule Castle there.
Crom and me learn to swim so that we can fly.
Yeah.
This is where the run gets really interesting.
Yeah, and Glan needs to clip these stairs, the rail, and he gets a 1 frame down left. Very well done.
I'm not even gonna pretend that trick is easy. That's the hardest trick in the run.
I was nervous for you.
So
So, yeah, now we're in EG, which we're underneath the floor.
Where am I there? Okay.
we hit the back of the staircase to go down it.
Yeah, so now we're just in the dungeon here. But we jumped into the pit there, which we did something called arming EG. So essentially the game's kind of in this weird state where it's like waiting for Link to land on the floor before it changes his layer. So we're gonna abuse that by, after we pick up Zelda, we can bonk the wall and that'll complete that fall and we'll go to the lower layer. I don't even think that's gonna hit the guy. Why did he get stuck on the wall?
It looks like the ball and chains guard got caught a little bit.
I don't think I've ever seen him get stuck there. Thankfully, we have one more pot. Pots are so strong in this game.
That's right.
We're gonna get 5 rupees, very important.
Pot steal tempered sword damage, but we don't know what that item is.
Yeah, what's a sword? Yeah, so I actually have to get that 5 rupees. We need a total of 420 rupees to buy all the things that we need in this run. So I got 5 from a drop, 5 from the chest. I'll get 2 more 5s later, and we'll be perfect.
And Zelda tells us about a secret passage through the sewers, but we're not going that way. We're
That's-
taking a secret passage.
Yeah,
Nobody
secret
likes
passage
wet
under
feet.
the floor. Just taking a little walk under the floor here through all these rooms. So as you can probably tell from this, like all the rooms are kind of just on the underworld map, and as long as you can get out of bounds, you can just transition between them. I started mashing way too early there. right, so now you're gonna rescue Zelda. This is, normally what it looks like.
It's completely normal.
So after this, we're gonna be walking through EG a little bit more, so we can probably fit in a couple more donations here.
Absolutely. You were talking about 5 rupees just now, and I've got a lot of 5s here in the
Oh,
donations
yeah.
for you. I've got $25 from Sneakbat, who says, him hop, me hap. And $25 from Iwala Koala, who says, wishing I was there in person, but cheering you on from home, Glan. Much love, good luck, go fast, and be sure to say hi to Ganon.
Oh, I will be saying hi to him. I'll give him a nice big hug.
Got time for one more?
Sure.
All right. $25 from Liam Atlas, who says, Glan, it's so awesome to see you on the GDQ stage. Good luck. Also, shout outs to Chex and Twin. Glan, don't forget, burn Nantaka.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Liam.
All right, so we went through EG to Thieves Town here. This is the 4th Dark World dungeon. We're just coming out to get to Village of Outcasts here. There's a couple things we need to pick up. You may be noticing the normal Light World music is playing here, and I'm not a bunny. This is because we're in something called Fake Dark World. So the world state that you're in is actually tracked separately from the actual physical, overworld tile screen you're on. So right now we're on a Dark World room, but we're in the Light World. Your world state only changes when you take a portal or use the mirror. So as soon as I take an overworld transition here, it's going to change me back to Light World.
In this part of the run, Glan is collecting a lot of items he'll need for the rest of the run.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's not the tree. Why do I? Okay.
Why did you bonk me? It says.
We're walking this tree instead. He's got 5 rubies.
We're also going to pick up a bottle here and one of the best weapons in the game.
Yeah.
What could that be?
It's just in the possession of this sick kid in bed. He's got a really good weapon.
It's not a sword.
Yeah, so, we're gonna get the bug net here. This is the best weapon.
There it is.
I mean, if it works against Demise, it works against Ganon.
Yeah, it's a necessary item.
And we'll do a quick little bit of shopping here. We need more bombs. Bombs are important. And we need a red potion. We don't need a red potion, actually. It's just for safety, but... Yeah, so as Chex mentioned, the first part of this run, we're going to be collecting a lot of items, and then we're going to chain a lot of dungeon completion together. So right now we're going to start chaining a bunch of item collection together. We're going to go in this cave here. We're going to go back into EG by doing another citrus clip to an upward teleport so we can get out of bounds here. Okay.
We saw a citrus at the eastern clip, and there goes Link teleporting upward this time.
Yep. So this room here is just a couple rooms south of Misery Mire right here. And now we're in something called Cave State. So your dungeon ID is based on the entrance you take. So right now, because we're in a cave, we're in what we call Cave State. And Cave State has some funny properties. One is that if you try to do anything that requires the big key, it checks for having certain big keys in your possession. One of which is the Hyrule Castle one, which we have. So we can just open the big chests and stuff. And we have the Cane of Samaria, which is by far the most broken item in this game. It's used in countless glitch applications in all sorts of different ways. It's actually pretty incredible how messed up that item is.
Glan, how did you open that door?
Yeah, that's another thing about Cave State. So in Cave State, you're not supposed to have the small key count on your HUD. So the game's indicator for that is to set your keys to -1, which is actually 255 since it's a single byte value. So we have 255 small keys. You just open all the doors.
Thank you for explaining that while dodging that very scary slug.
Yeah, that would have one-shot me.
So Glan has to count here.
Nice.
Well done. So we'll see a transition here that
Yeah,
takes us to a room that is not expected because it's 7 tiles north. There we go.
And we're in Swamp.
Yeah, we're in Swamp Palace now.
And we pick up the hookshot, which is not only great for hooking things, but it is also incredibly broken.
It is, and the game is so resilient. It lets us abuse it with all these glitchy tricks. And with the broken transition, we can take advantage of that and get the Moon Pearl in here in Hera.
Yeah. Now we're going to use the wonderful 1.0 hole, as some people might know about. This was discovered way back when the game came out. If you take this hole here and you fall down the right side of it, you'll land on the wall down here, and then you can just jump out into EG.
I don't know if we mentioned, we are playing on the Japanese 1.0 version of the video game, and it doesn't just save on text in text boxes. It also has a lot of glitches we can take advantage of.
Yeah, there's a lot of unique glitches in this version. Mostly minor glitches, but there are some major glitches that are patched. So we're doing some weird routing here just because we have to deal with the broken camera making some transitions not work. So we're going to do our first miss slot here. I can let you guys talk about that if you want. This is a really complicated glitch.
Right, so Glan has set up some memory values so that we can take advantage of placing items in slots that they don't belong in. So with a mis-slotted bomb, Glan can use the hook shot and pop back into the upper layer.
Yeah, which is what we call a weird shot after the Ocarina of Time glitch. All right, so now we got the fire rod. We're done with the item collection for now. Okay, this is fantastic.
I'm
This
not scared
room-
at all.
Which,
One of the worst rooms in the game turns out in glitch modes as well.
yeah, so we have to get the big key here now. Now we're actually in Skullwood state. Just taking intentional death because half a heart.
Yeah, this refills our health.
But yeah, we need that big key for a couple things coming up soon. I don't actually want that heart. I just want to be able to get the magic.
So we're in Skull Woods. Does that mean we're going to the boss, Mothula?
Not yet.
Okay.
First, we have to get the hammer, which is definitely in Skullwoods.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. So here we're going to do a little clip we call a diver down. If I can menu to the King of Samaria. The menu in this game is not great.
And
Yeah, so we're in
stairs
EG
backwards.
I love watching Link go up the stairs to go under the floor. It's fantastic.
And as it turns out, Palace of Darkness is right beside Skullwoods. So we're going to pop over here, and we're going to literally pop out of EG with a trick we call an EG kick. So this room here, the room just to the left of it, is the room that has Mothula, which has a full floor conveyor belt, which actually makes it so that Link pops out of EG, and we do it right up against the top transition so we can touch it after being on the upper layer. And now we're here in the dark maze, and we just have to go here.
Glan is
Oh,
dying.
oops. Yeah.
We need that help.
So yeah, we still have the Skullwoods dungeon ID, and that was an unlucky death.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, we still have the Skullwoods dungeon ID, so we use the Skullwoods big key to open that chest, and we get the hammer. And now we get to fight everybody's favorite boss, Mothula, with no sword and 4 hearts.
With no sword, we
Pretty
can't.
easy.
Yeah, we can't get back there the normal way because we can't slash the vines. So we're just gonna go underneath the
But
floor.
we're not just gonna fight Mothula normally, right? We're gonna do a very weird mis-slotting setup to set up something called moth items. So it's actually possible that we can change essentially the item value that the crystal will give us here. So I definitely made a Samaria block there. Yeah,
It's
see,
invisible
now you can
at
see it.
first. We can see it in the corner.
Yeah, so this is what the red potion is for safety, in case you were wondering.
This is a really haphazard fight, and Glan has a safety potion to use.
We're fine. We're
We're fine. We're chilling now.
And the boss room creates a sort of defense for the boss.
It's the worst room in the game.
We have to hit Moth into space when there's space around it. We can't hit the Moth into the spikes because the spikes restore its. It doesn't restore its health, but it prevents it from taking damage.
Yeah.
You'll see Glan is using an item and then immediately menuing. We have to be on hookshot when the boss dies. We cannot menu while the boss is dying. So he's just gonna hook this block a couple of times and we get the mirror.
I thought we were going to earn a crystal, but we earned a mirror.
Nope.
No.
Nope. We get the mirror.
Don't
Much
worry,
better
we'll
than
get,
a
We'll
sneaky
get the crystal soon.
Right. We'll get the crystal by returning to that room, right?
Yeah. Well, no. So now we're in Skullwoods, right? So we have the Skullwoods dungeon ID. So that means that when we get a crystal, we're going to get the Skullwoods crystal. But we can get the crystal from any boss room, as it turns out.
Glan is using audio cues here.
So
There
here's
we go.
Helmasaur.
Getting spin speed to make that hammer hitbox actually
This
usable.
boss is kind of hard, but it's not as hard as Moth. So you have to hit his mask 17 times. Oh, I lost count a bit there. It's fine.
Glan had the opportunity to despawn the fireball, but that's okay.
Cool.
Beautiful fight.
Nice fight.
All right. So now this is the Skullwoods crystal because we started from Skullwoods, so we have Skullwoods dungeon ID loaded right now. But since we fought Helmasaur in the Palace of Darkness boss room, we're actually going to exit out from Palace of Darkness after this, and we'll be able to go back in. So this is going to kind of be the main mechanic for chaining the dungeons together. We'll just fight one boss, a different boss from each dungeon, and then come out there and then go back in and fight a different boss and get a different crystal. And we can fit in a couple donations here.
Awesome. I have a $50 donation from Legend of Link who says, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this, hammer? And we are just about $2,500 away from that Crypt of the Necrodancer Synchrony run. So you definitely want to see that. Get those donations in. And I have a $75 donation from Phyleon who says, game looks fine. Nobody panic. Go, Glan, go.
We haven't even got to the good part yet.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to go buy a potion here. This is going to be used for a glitch later. This one's not for safety. Okay, or I'm going to not, I guess.
So Glan was going for an upward teleport to get to the potion shop. It looked like that was one
actually-
pixel too low. So looks like,
We're going to have to do some improv here.
yeah. So the portal is cleared, is that right?
Yeah, the portal's gone, so I got to go back to pod.
But we're on the mountain
Yeah. This is
in
where
the
pod
light
is,
world.
right?
Yeah, this is where we usually go to get to Palace of Darkness, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so what Glenn is doing here is called Kiki Skip.
It shouldn't be in the run, but it is now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Very good. So what Glan did was a bomb clip, which is a fun way to clip diagonal walls. And he's now going back through Palace of Darkness,
I'm
which,
going to grab a couple bombs here, too.
as caves and dungeons are connected, they are actually, these particular caves and rooms are on opposite sides of the map, top and bottom. But when we go down below the map, we get wrapped to the top.
All right. Yeah, we need that portal there, so... So after we get the potion here, we're going to go actually get the Misery Mire Crystal. So the Misery Mire Crystal has always been, the finicky part of Swordless because, as I mentioned, in order to get up Dungeon's Prize, you need to get the Dungeon ID by going in the main entrance. But for Misery Mire, that requires opening it using Ether, which you can only do if you have a sword, which we don't. So we got to do something else here. We're going to make use of a glitch called Overworld Conveyor, which is another misslotting application.
Do you need hearts, by the way?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so Glan,
Actually, maybe. It's possible you get hit twice here, but I just won't. I'll be good enough.
so Glan is mislotting a bomb and timing it just right to get a downward conveyor.
Yeah, I'm going to hammer on that tile.
And
I just feel like it, I guess. Actually, no. But here I need to use a music cue, so need some silence, I guess.
Nice transition. And we can pick up the crystal of Misery Mire.
And
Yep.
since it's over there, we get to skip the fanfare.
Yeah, so roughly how that works is basically when you're moving with the conveyor mechanic, it kind of like remembers a tile that you're on, and we use a tile in the overworld that shares properties with a tile in the underworld that causes your dungeon ID to get toggled. So we're able to change it from Palace of Darkness to Misery Mire that way. It's very complicated. I don't even fully understand it, but
Yeah, we swap IDs. There's other ways to do it, like passing through the castle sewers door, but we're not doing that anymore.
yeah, that was a very long thing to do. So now we're gonna keep chaining our dungeons together. We're gonna go from Palace of Darkness over to Thieves Town. Maybe? Oh, yeah. I need strong EG. What can I get then?
In this dungeon,
Yeah. It's gonna be a problem, isn't it? Actually, I know what I can do.
Oh, did that save and quit mess up your EG?
Yeah, because I started on the mountain.
Oh, no.
It's fine. Wait, isn't this room weak? No, it's not. I don't think so.
we'll find out. So, rooms have different strength of EG. Oftentimes, they're strong if they have multiple layers to them. So that's the kind of room we want to have been in last. So we'll see if that works here.
No.
What about, so does that, are there rooms in this dungeon that we can use?
No.
I see.
I think I'm just gonna go to Skullwoods again. I guess. I don't know.
Works for me. So normally we would be chaining dungeons together to, in this case, get to Thieves Town next. Is that the next one?
Yeah, we want to go to Thieves Town, but we want to go there from Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, we did get a crystal from that dungeon, but it wasn't the darkness crystal, it was the Mire crystal.
Yeah.
And in this category, we have to beat all of the bosses and collect all their prizes.
Yes. Just doing some fun little backup stuff here.
A Death Mountain descent. I didn't think I would see it, but there it is.
Here it is.
Glan's taking advantage of the free portal available to get to the Dark World. He has no gloves and no hammer, so our usual
He has
ways.
hammer.
Oh yeah.
Just no gloves.
Yeah, there's no gloves. There.
That,
Give me a fairy. All right, I'll take a heart.
oof.
Okay, great.
I've got a Skull Woods donation if you don't
Sure,
mind.
yeah.
I have $5 from Flimbob84 who says, pretty sure that stairway thing Link did in Skull Woods was from the movie Inception. Another one? You got time for another one?
Yeah.
$50 from Solsky who says, hey Glan, I'm taking a moment out of my busy schedule of dumpstering Andy, Oats and Goats, and Eddie in Super Metroid Map Rando to tell you you're doing great. Your pal, Solsky.
Thanks, Solsky. Okay, so this is gonna work out, hopefully.
And by the way, we see some Skullwoods exclusive graphics that are not normally seen. The skull statues.
Yeah, those kind of creeped me out the first time I saw them.
There we go.
I'm gonna get more bombs.
We're back where we should be.
Yeah, after.
A slight detour.
That's fine. It's fine. You know, just a scenic route. Scenic route. All right, maybe we're back on track now. All right, there we go.
Go.
Nice. Back under the floor.
Where Link belongs.
I don't really like having 3 hearts, but surely that'll be fine. Surely that won't be an issue.
Nothing can go wrong from here.
Blind is a scripted fight.
Yeah, blind's a scripted fight, it's fine.
So we have to pop out of EG here to pick up the maiden.
Very nice.
And then go right back in.
Yep. Okay, that's not even misloaded, okay.
Yeah, so Glan is paying attention to which slots that our items go in. Sometimes they end up in the wrong one. But
Yeah.
let's see here.
What slot is that? I don't even know.
Glan, is it all right to give you some shout outs?
Yeah.
Awesome. I got $50 from Dr. Draveski, who says, shout outs to Glan, A Link to the Past, Vanilla, and Rando communities, and to everyone else who has made these games come alive again for so many. It's been fun making sprites and doing casual multi-world games with everyone, and it's great to donate for such a good cause. Good luck on the Hammer Time run. And a $10 donation from Brash Knuckles, who says, it's so weird seeing Link instead of Guy Fieri sprite. Shout out to my favorite Comfort series, and love to see Link to the Past run in the way it was definitely intended.
Okay, so this one's a little complicated. We have
Yeah, I have
to
to do this without magic now, so I kind of need to think what I'm doing.
We're under the floor where there's no resources.
That didn't work.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I like the potion suggestion, but then we would have to redo our rupee route.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna drink the potion. We're gonna improvise a little bit here.
All right.
Just gonna get magic from this guy.
Right. This guy is in the high value enemy drop pack. So it'll cycle through some items that we know we would want.
Plus we get bombs.
Of course, it's 50-50. So when it drops,
Yeah, we can probably get some donations here.
Awesome, would love to do that. I have $25 from Pidge01 and Sean Cass, who says, any gamers?
One.
Also, we are less than $1,500 from that bonus ensemble mode run for Crypt of the Necrodancer Synchrony. And folks, we just opened up a new incentive for a bonus dungeon on the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess randomizer race. Who wants to see more Zelda? Got time for one more, Glan?
Yeah.
Awesome. $10 from Anders saying, you know what this run needs? Trivia. Much
Oh, yeah.
love to Chexter, Twin, and Glanimal. Less than 3.
thanks, Anders.
No!
Now we need a backup to the backup.
Yeah, we need a backup to the backup now. Do you have any ideas? I don't.
We only have one bottle.
I only have one bottle. Yeah, I need the blue potion. I don't want to keep killing this guy. I feel bad.
He's ruined so many runs. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fair. There's like no magic in here. Oh, 8 bombs.
It's good to have maximum bombs.
I have maximum bombs.
We'll get the wraparound.
Maybe we'll get arrows too.
The wraparound. All right, we're gonna be here a while. I think we could have more donations.
Awesome. I have a $250 donation from Schnorks, who says, there's no better time than fresh off the announcement of Echoes of Wisdom for some 2D Zelda at GDQ. And how about this run? Such a great combination of strats. My jaw is seriously on the floor. Keep up the good work. Anti-yeah, because swordless. And I've got a $10 donation from Old Man, who says, it's dangerous to go alone. Oh, never mind then. And a $10 donation from Common Cryptid, who said, casually breaking the laws of physics to save Hyrule. NBD.
Yeah.
I love that the maiden's just following you the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's chill. All right, I think we wrapped around
All right.
2 more. There's a reason I say this is the hardest segment of the run. And it's exactly what you saw.
So it should be the next drop.
I'm glad you know the prize packs, because I don't. I just hope I
know
get the
some of
fairy where I
them.
need it.
All right, this one, right? No.
Still 50-50. That hasn't changed.
It's still a 50-50.
Hey, Glan,
Yes.
don't go to Vegas.
Yeah. All right, we might be back on track now. Boomerang.
All right. Back under the floor.
All right, so now we're gonna go where we were supposed to go like 10 minutes ago, which is back to the Thieves' Town attic to blow open the floor, since we need to do that.
And usually the game prevents us from going into the attic with the maiden following, but we're taking a shortcut there, so she can stay with us.
Yeah.
So the bombs that Glan uses are
Not
doing
sure
a
if
lot
it's
of
gonna
work.
but yeah. Oh wait,
Yeah.
that,
So Glan has to pop back into EG and blow open the crack in the floor.
okay. Something got messed up there. Let's just do this again.
We'll reset the room.
I don't like that camera. Oh, I had it in the wrong slot, I think. That's fine, that's fixable. Where am I now? Trying to figure out where I am. There.
There we
Here we go.
All right, that was. I think that was optimal, actually.
I think you're right.
All right, so here's blind. That hole actually drops you into the fight, even though you're never actually supposed to be able to reach it.
Conveniently enough. And Glan is using Cane of Zamaria to let the boss sort of damage itself.
All right.
Nice fight.
And that is the Palace of Darkness Crystal. So we started from Palace of Darkness. So we can get a couple more donations here.
First off, let's hear it for Glan, everybody. The Legend of Zelda community is really showing up. I've got $50 from Prof NES, who donates also a half-eaten sandwich and plinks the wall until it becomes 50 rupees. And another $20 from Old Man, who says, hey, where's my mirror? And don't forget, we have just under $1,500 for that Crypt of the Necro Dancer ensemble mode run incentive. And it had $10,000 for every minute in the estimate. So we got to get that done speedily. Let's put on those Pegasus boots.
All right, now it's time to go shopping again. We're not just gonna do regular shopping. We're gonna go hook shopping.
This is a fun one.
We took some intentional damage. Maybe we need to buy a heart now?
Yeah, I think we should buy a heart. Probably a good idea.
And the hook is stuck.
Good thing we can get it unstuck.
All right, now we're here.
So, are we using hook speed here?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
The only super speed in the run.
We were super speedy for that one room.
Actually, I guess that's not technically true, but
But we finally have Ice Rod.
we're gonna need the ice rod for Trinex later. But now we're gonna keep chaining our dungeons together. We're gonna go to Ice Palace next and fight Cold Stare. Cold Stare is a pretty hard boss even with a sword. I'm sure anyone who's played this game knows that, so surely it'll be really easy without a sword.
So are we all done shopping now?
Yes.
Okay.
We have
Yeah.
all the items we need for the run.
Okay.
Now we just have to do probably the hardest misslotting setup here. This one's really complicated. So first we have to do a weird shot to get out of EG here. But I'm gonna leave a Samaria block sitting on the lower layer. And then we're gonna use that to do a hook push into the Cold Stare room because I didn't collect any gloves, so we can't lift the big block to get into Cold Stare.
Yeah, there's a slot 0 block on the bottom layer, and that's going to cause a hook push where Link flies down very far, and that's where the boss room will be.
Yeah, it's one room south of here. So we get another stuck hook, similar to when we were hook shopping. And now we just need to activate it. But we're gonna use a diagonal boomerang to change the slot that the hook shot looks at for where to push Link.
And here's Cold Stare. He looks a little blocky in blue, but that's okay.
He's
We won't-
okay.
We won't hold that
Don't we
against
all
him.
look a little blocky and blue sometimes? So I'm using arrows here to try to get double hits with the fire rod to save magic. It's a 2-frame window to shoot the fire rod after the bow. But it's not mandatory to hit them, it's just nice.
Yeah, if we can save a little magic for the fight, it'll allow us to use Fire Rod to
All right,
deal
I'll
damage.
save one, I guess. Did I only hit one of them? Okay. So now we just gotta hammer him to death. Easy, right? Not easy.
We had a speedy one. The
One's
RNG
speedy.
gives different speeds to this boss, so
It sure
it's
does.
pretty tough.
I just need to get more magic again, it's fine. And hearts, ideally. Just need one magic drop and then we'll be good.
Do you have time for a couple donations?
Yeah.
Awesome. I have $50 from Game is Just a Start, who says, greetings from the audience. Where are you at? Yeah, there you are. So happy to catch my favorite Zelda game live for my first in-person GDQ. But, Link, Wasn't your uncle supposed to give you a little something before setting out on your journey?
How many people know about that?
Let's see, raise your
Be
hands.
honest.
I got like 5. Yeah. And $50 from Such Cool Brand saying, frog.
Frog.
I also have a $10 donation from Batar, who says, all-time best Zelda game played in slightly different order I remember from my childhood. Greetings from Germany. Can I get a Dankeschön, audience? Dankeschön! Excellent.
Oh, wait, Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have to remember to mirror after I beat this dungeon. All right, we'll just get in there again and then fight him again. Easy.
So
We'll cooperate.
the hook shot shenanigans are new enough that we don't understand why we're getting intangible hooks yet, right?
Yeah, basically. It's not fully documented, but we can get there eventually. It has a lot to do with timing.
Yeah, we don't really know. No. That was close. This is just a little inconsistent, but it'll work. There we go.
We got the stock hook. And the push down.
All right, so we're gonna do something a little bit different this time since I've used some magic. We're gonna do something called Samaria Magic Refill. So basically, plug up the slots with some objects and then spam the cane and you'll just get magic back. Hit him again. Oh, I thought I got 2 shots there. Oh well. One's still good. Fire Rod does 1/4 of their health, Hammer does 1/8.
And here we see just how bad the hammer hitbox is.
No, it's great. It works. I thought he was gonna go further right than that.
Okay.
Excellent.
So this is the Thieves' Town Crystal?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, that's Ice Palace done, I guess, and Thieves. So right now we have one more boss beaten than we have prizes, so we're gonna correct that after this and get the Ice Palace Crystal by just going back to Cold Stairs Room.
Oh yeah, remember to mirror.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, audience.
I was thinking of it.
I wasn't. It completely escaped me. Now, why do we have to mirror?
So there's a thing in this game called pendant conflicts. So when you're in fake Dark World, when your game is actually in Light World, so basically there's this weird thing that when you go to the boss room and it checks whether you have the prize or not, it determines whether to check pendant or crystal based on your world state, even though it always gives you the correct prize based on your dungeon ID. And it just so happens that if you're in the Light World, then there's certain pendants and crystals that coincide with which bit in memory they are. And since I have the green pendant, I wouldn't be able to get the Ice Palace Crystal in fake Dark World. I'm sure that made sense to everybody, but...
Perfect.
Right.
Clear as mud.
Yeah. So the Ice Palace entrance is right at the top of the map, and the Cold Stairs Room is right at the bottom. So we're just going to go up, wrap around to the bottom, and then set up here for another fanfare skip. Okay, go. Oh. All right, that still worked apparently, so... So the fanfare skip just like skips the initial fanfare, which saves about 9 seconds. So yeah, we can have a donation or two here.
Amazing. I've got $25 from Hyper's mom, who says, wonderful cause. Great to see you and Hyper behind you. Keep up the great run. Hi, Hyper.
We love Hyper.
We do. And $25 from Gumbercules, who says, A Link to the Past is my favorite game of all time, and I always love seeing it on stage at GDQ events. Also, let's get to that Twilight Princess incentive. Yeah! But before we get there, we have to get to Crypt of the Necrodancer Synchrony. We want to see that bonus ensemble mode run, and it is just about $1,000 away. So I know we can meet this.
All right, so back in EG here, and here's the top of Ganon's Tower. So we're gonna beat Ganon's Tower now.
Glan just needs to find a torch to hook to.
Yeah.
Found one.
Found one. So we're gonna do another stuck push here. Cool. That made sense. The more you play this game, the more things that just don't make sense happen. Even among the things you're trying to do that don't make sense. All right, there we go. We get the stuck hook shot, and then fill all our slots, and use the hook shot again, and now we're into Agnum 2. We haven't been Agnum 1 yet, but here's Agnum 2.
Wait, how are you going to reflect his magical
Yeah,
orbs?
yeah, right. I forgot to get the sword. No, wait, we got the best item in the game, the
Oh,
bug
that's
net.
right. I already forgot.
So we gotta hit him 6 times. We can reflect all the different balls from them. So we're gonna try to do some net dashes here, which look very swag and also help you get multiple hits. It's not giving me very good RNG here, but you know, it's still swag.
Nice fight. So, what bosses do we have left?
So we got Moldorm, Landmo, Trinex, Vitreous, and Agnum 1. Quite a few
And
left.
Argus.
And Argus. But
Can't forget Argus.
it'll all be pretty quick.
Why don't we group some of them
And
together?
Ganon. We can't forget Ganon. Yeah, we'll be grouping some of them together. For sure.
You know, Hyrule's getting a little boring.
Yeah.
Can we go somewhere else?
We're gonna go to Tower of Hera, everyone's favorite dungeon that's so interesting.
And by the way, having the mirror allows us to have a new save point, as if we've rescued the old man from his mountain cave.
Yeah, there's no actual flag for that. It just checks if you have the mirror. Because, I mean,
Why
why
not?
would there need to be? They had to save all that memory that they used on unused features that
They didn't expect moth items.
they didn't expect moth items. All right, so we take a little shortcut here. Just get in the pot. You're supposed to drop into this pot from the 5th floor, so this warp brings you up to the 5th floor. And yeah,
Easy.
now we fight Moldorm. Everyone loves Moldorm, right? This is the best boss in the game. Yeah. You shouldn't. No, you weren't supposed to cheer. This boss sucks. Actually, it's. More GDQ. Actually, this boss really isn't that hard with the hammer.
It just takes 3 hits.
Yeah, and you get to skip the fast phase, because that only happens when he's at 1 HP, and the hammer does 2 damage, so.
Glan catches the pendant low to save a few frames.
All right, so our next place we're going is kind of interesting. So we've been to Light World, we've been to Dark World, but we haven't been to Plaid World yet.
Here we go.
So we're gonna take a quick little trip over to Turtle Rock.
So we're doing the Turtle Rock line. So with some wiggles, Link
Okay,
gets
whatever,
pushed out
that's
of
fine.
collision.
And Yeah, we just climb up the little mountain there. That's why it's called Turtle Rock Climb.
And there happens to be a land bridge that allows us to just
Nice.
clip to the other side. Nice clip.
That was
Now
wonderful.
we're in the middle of Turtle Rock, and here we're going to do a YBA, which is drinking a potion on the same frame as a screen transition. We're going to use a safe method here that makes it so I can't drink it without getting the YBA. So,
This is normal.
yeah, so drinking the potion here, doing the YBA, does a fake flute, which brings up the flute menu in the underworld, which shouldn't happen, and then we flute, and then the game breaks.
It's working fine.
So here's Glan Molas. And the Glan cannot travel to the bottom part of this room, so the last hit on the boss has to be near the top so he can reach the heart that drops.
Yeah, the heart is the sets the flag that you beat the boss. That's why we have to collect all the heart containers.
This is a very quiet part of the run. We've lost the music, but it is a very colorful part.
Yeah. I'm sure you can see why we call it Plat World.
I don't know what you're talking about. It looks perfectly normal.
Yeah, so we are actually on the Underworld map, but what's happening here is that when we did the flute, it tried to load Overworld Collision, which just doesn't really map out properly to the Underworld map. So a lot of the collision determined just kind of by like arbitrary memory values, which a lot of it is just kind of like free to move through. But there are some weird walls like the one we mentioned in Landmola's. There's also some weird camera issues, so we have to take a bit of a specific route.
I see Trinex's legs.
Yep, here's Trinex.
There it is.
How are you alive? Because you try in the cold food, try out hot, eat the food. Okay, that's great.
Perfect answer.
I do have to watch my magic a little bit here. I should be fine, though.
Trinex's shell is part of the background, basically. So when it moves, the whole background moves.
I'm actually surprised that hit.
Okay.
All right, now for phase 2, we gotta hit him with the hammer 5 times. Hopefully he doesn't give me the early turn, because he'll run right into me. Oh, he did.
Huh.
We don't know why that happens. It's fine, though.
There we go.
The Trinex's heart always spawns in the middle of the room, so we can go up to the upper quadrant of the super tile here and grab it up here. And then we're gonna be up near the top of the room so we can get a stable transition to the north. And we're gonna go fight the last boss in Plaid World, which is Vitreous. Now, Vitreous, you might think, that's probably a really hard boss when you have no sword. What we're gonna get a little creative here. We're gonna do a technique called Murder Bomb. So you've seen that we've done weird shots a lot by using misslotted bombs. So we're gonna do kind of that again, but this time, the hook shot is going to be resetting the bomb's fuse every time I shoot it while it's exploding. So it's gonna just explode the eyes over and over again.
Yeah, the hook shots are not doing anything to damage, but rather Glan is controlling his movement, keeping the bomb perpetual.
I have a lot of arrows, so I'm just gonna arrow these guys.
Now the big eye comes out and we're able to use arrows. Nice.
All right.
All right, and we get a fanfare skip here because there's no music.
And this is the Crystal 4 Turtle Rock.
Yep, there's Zelda. We rescued Zelda.
Yeah, we started in Crystal Rock. We started
Turtle
in
Rock.
Turtle Rock so long ago. So this is the crystal we earned from it. Mm-hmm. The crystal's having a little bit of trouble animating, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I think a lot of things are having a bit of trouble right now. Except Link, he's chilling. All right, and since we beat Vitreous, the boss of Misery Mire, after this we exit from Misery Mire from the entrance that is definitely open. Now we're gonna go to Desert. Since we beat Lion Molas, but we didn't get the Desert Pendant yet. So first thing I'm gonna go up here and almost die to this Beamos.
And we're gonna get the desert prize. Of course, we're going to Swamp to get that.
Yeah, I mean, that's obvious.
We're in no danger.
No, we know what we're doing.
So I'm gonna perform a death hole here. So first I'm gonna do a smart transition corruption up here, which is going to create holes in the ground. So there's one kind of right here above this little, like in this hallway here. And I'm going to get hit by a bomb on the last possible frame while falling and die. And then I gotta navigate around some more invisible holes here. And here's Argus.
As a bonus, we get an Ice Palace palette.
Yeah, because I died in Ice Palace.
Now,
So Death Hole basically causes a fairy revive, which ends up loading like cached pallets from dying. So that's an Ice Palace. I think I hit him twice there.
Argus is behaving pretty
Oh,
weird.
oops. This is fine.
you'll notice we did not have to pull the puffs off of Argus. He did that for himself.
Yeah, this is really annoying. He does this. If I go up, I'll get all the puffs following him again. Right now they're off screen, so we're just gonna wait for the DVD rewinder to line up with me. DVD.
Perfect.
So there's our desert pendant.
I love how the animation shatters at the last hit for some reason.
All right. One last crystal to get, which is the Swamp Palace crystal, and this is the most complicated hook push setup in the run, but it's not super difficult, so I'll just kind of go through it. You can try to explain it if you want.
Well,
Oh, wait, I need the...
Glan is setting up a slot 9 block. Is that right?
Yeah.
So with that on screen, we can control the distance that we want to travel by using a fire rod in a specific slot 0. And there we go. But that's not quite enough distance to get to the right side of the screen. So Glan is using more Ancilla, the stuff that Link makes, to fill up more distance. And there we go.
And yeah, there we go. There's the Swamp Crystal. This is Mothula's super tile here.
Now, may I cut in?
Yes.
Well, you may have done a fanfare skip, but I can't skip this fanfare. We met the Crypt of the Necrodancer incentive, so thank you so much.
Ooh, let's go.
And I have a $10 donation from Hyper Endemic, who says, "Morning from the beat couch." Does
Morning.
anyone know what a sword is?
No.
No, definitely
idea.
not.
All right, so we're gonna have to do Aghanim 1 still, and then Ganon.
How are we gonna do Ganon?
It's gonna be a really interesting fight, actually.
It's
Normally you're
hard.
supposed to use a sword to fight Ganon, but you know,
Are we gonna get silvers?
no.
Bugnet?
Bugnet, maybe?
Maybe. Okay.
All right.
Starting back in Sanctuary, Glan is going to get into EG one more time.
It's a little hook push. I had one bomb left.
Uh-oh.
I was hoping we would use that button.
I want my bomb back. Might look a little weird because now I have EG strength 0, but it shouldn't matter.
Yeah. Resetting. There we
I'm
go.
gonna be in a
go.
different room than normal this time, but that's fine.
Yeah, that was affected by
So
the...
that's Aghanim's boss room right there.
That's where we need to go, though.
Yeah, we'll get there.
So first we need to rearm EG, is that right?
Yeah, we're gonna fall in that pit. Get hit by the guy, apparently.
That
We love 1.0. So we're gonna do another stuck push here.
Wait, you don't have a sword. How are we gonna slash the curtains?
We're not. Wait, I don't have a bomb here. That's
Right.
not ideal.
So we need either a bomb or...
Yeah, I think I need a bomb here. I mean... All right.
I'm
hit the
useless
button
in
again.
this situation. So
Everything is going according to plan.
Everybody, let's hype it up for Glan.
Let's just get more bombs. Somewhere here. Actually, is this even the best spot? I don't think so.
So, are you
Glenn's
thinking
house
bushes?
has the 50-50
Thinking
rock.
bushes. We're gonna go here. We can't lift any rocks.
Oh, that's right.
We can't lift rocks, but we can lift bushes.
Yeah, we're gonna get some bush bombs over here.
Oh, just south of the grove.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
This run's
This run has been
going according to plan.
Yeah. 2 is enough.
2's enough. Hopefully.
We got good RNG from the 50-50 bush. So I mentioned before that the fire rod sets distance. The bomb sets distance as well.
Yeah.
So it pushes Link just far enough.
Yeah, we got the hook distance from the bomb there, and direction. Bombs have direction. In case you didn't know. Move, please. I can't get hit by this guy.
Yeah.
He likes to stand in front of the stairs. All right, this time we'll do that. We use the diagonal boomerang to set the
There we go.
slot, and there, we're in Aghanim. So Aghanim's a very fun boss with very fair RNG.
Totally fair.
So the way he works, he attacks in cycles of 5 attacks. So the first one is guaranteed a good ball, then there's 3 50-50 good or bad balls, and then a lightning. So right now, this is pretty good so far. Oh.
Oh
We're under the
no.
floor.
We're gonna hit the button again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The funny thing about this Aghanim fight is we actually have to try not to get hit.
Oh, that's the wrong file.
There's some challenge to it. A Link to the Past is known for this RNG that you were explaining, where the blue balls simply waste time. There's no way to reflect them. So they waste 6 seconds each.
Yeah, pretty much. The only thing you can do to speed it up is like hit him towards the center of the room to, on average, speed up the warps. That's it. Why does that happen?
Yeah, we normally swap layers at that point, but something went wrong.
Yeah.
That's okay, though.
More GDQ, right?
Yes.
More GDQ is best GDQ, Glenn. Don't you worry about it. I've got a $100 donation from Kat who says, we always watch the Legend of Zelda runs at GDQs and would love to see more. Let's get that Twilight Princess bonus
There
dungeon
we go.
unlocked.
So we're back under the floor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this whole thing again. And not get hit by Aghanim again, ideally. I could say the thing, that's never happened before, because that didn't happen in practice, but you know, it was bound to happen at some point.
All right, setting up a stuck hook once again. There
At
we
least
go.
the setup is easy.
Good release. Back to the fight.
All right.
All right, we just need to not get hit this time.
One blue ball.
One blue ball. Maybe this will be the 15 more GDQ. No.
15 is the maximum possible.
Assuming you don't miss any hits. All right, now we got the lightning. Yeah, so because I have armed EG, if I get hit, I go into EG, and that's bad because I want to keep fighting him. And it's also bad because I don't have bombs to get back out of, or to do the hook push again. 2.
We're also gonna fight Ganon after this, right? So we gotta
Yeah,
save
we're
our
gonna fight
health.
Ganon after this. Well, we get a full refill, it's fine.
Oh, that's right.
All right, 2.
But it must be a really hard fight.
Yeah, it's a really hard fight. It's a really cool fight. I'm not gonna say too much about it until we see what happens, you know. But yeah, we will be entering Ganon soon, so that'll be the end of the run after that.
Well, good luck, whatever happens.
Yeah.
Yes. Good luck.
All right, you're not gonna want to miss this fight. Definitely.
Can I give you a little hype for it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We need a little hype for it.
Yeah, well, let's get a hype. Hype!
Okay, here we go. Glan.
All right, time.
Nice run.
So yeah, we can't fight Ganon without a sword. He's not in the category. You literally can't damage him without a sword. All right, well, that was all dungeons swordless. You got to see everything that can possibly go wrong in this category. It's a really hard category. But hope you enjoyed it. Do you have any shoutouts?
Thanks so much for having us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And thanks for the donations.
Yeah, I'll try to keep it quick because we were massively overestimated. But shouting out the Link to the Past community. We're helpful, friendly. You want to join in, run the game. Most common category is NMG, no major glitches, very easy to get into. And yeah.
Thank you, GDQ.